This movie is such a crazy combination of comedy, explosive action, stellar cast. What drew you to the project?
All those elements. You know what? Denzel and Mark Wahlberg. I'd known Mark a long time, and I've always liked Mark. And we worked together years ago on a movie I produced called Traveler. Juliana Margulies was the other star in that. And I've always wanted to work with him. I almost worked with him a few years ago, and this came along, and and then Denzel Washington is one of the great actors of of our generation, and someone I've always liked, and I thought, well, that would be fun.
And
And
you
then
get
the role was a plum role, so it was kind of a no-brainer for me.
and you have this great scene where you go mano on mano with Denzel. What was that scene
Shot the
like?
first day. My big scene with Mr. D is the first damn day, but I was lucky we ended up shooting kind of the wide and the masters, and the next day we came back to really do the performance and the coverage. So, saved by the bell.
What kind of a character is Earl? How would you describe him?
I think he's a great student of human nature. I think he came from law enforcement and a military background. I think he's not married, but he was married, but that didn't work out. He has a daughter he's very close to, and his dog he's very close to, a Cocker Spaniel named Beanie, and he likes to hunt, and he's not really judgmental. He's not a moralist. I don't care if you killed your whole family. I don't mind. I understand that. I've felt that way myself. You robbed a bank. Hey, that's where the money is. I'd rob a bank too. I don't blame you for that. But don't lie to me when I ask you about it. It's that kind of like weird like dichotomy of like, man, he's he's a character, but he's also sanctioned by the government in some, you know, um, undisclosed way. So he's got a lot of power, and
He kind of has like carte blanche to do what he wants.
yeah, he sure does. So that made it a lot of fun for me. It made it where I didn't have to try to play a tough guy. He didn't. In fact, he could play just the opposite. He could just play a real kind of cordial guy.
How does Earl get tangled up with Stig and Bobby?
Well, this money, they take down a bank, which is a savings and loan, and it turns out to be money that it's a tariff. It's drug money tariff. It's to let certain drug lords do business in the United States, to let their drugs come across our border, and they take a little skim off the top, and it's a lot of money. It's $43.25 million. So somebody's going to have to be accountable for that money, and so it kind of everybody's after the money, and it's kind of true to life in some ways, but it's kind of a big heightened reality in this world.